Martin, State Representative, State Senator Carla Leon, Cameron Lucero, Caroline Simmons, welcome to the KT Murphy Band. KT Murphy Band is playing This Land Is Your Land, led by band director Joey Harris. The KT Murphy Band is made up of approximately 50 members who've only been playing their instruments for a year or less. They dedicate the song to our veterans and thank them for their service.
It's gonna be okay for the fire.
The Heart Magnet and Springdale Elementary School combined 5th grade band is led by their band director Christopher Bucco and are performing On Parade by Andrew Glover. The American Legion was chartered and incorporated by Congress in 1919 as a patriotic veterans organization devoted to mutual helpfulness. It is the nation's largest wartime veterans service organization committed to mentoring youth and sponsorship of wholesome programs in our communities, advocating patriotism and honor, promoting strong national security, and continued devotion to fellow service members and veterans. Dealey Division of the U.S. Naval Sea Cadet Corps is the oldest unit in New England, formed in the late 50s at the Naval Training and Recruiting Center on McGee Avenue. The U.S. Naval Sea Cadet Corps is a national youth leadership development organization that promotes interest and skill in naval disciplines while instilling strong moral character and life skills through leadership and technical programs modeled after the Navy's professional development system. Leading today's parade is Chief Petty Officer Kutz with leading Petty Officers Burns, Getlick, and Christie. Squad leaders Petty Officer Jenkins, Giraldo, Soldier, and Case. Master at Arms Petty Officer Arena, and Keller Guard Captain Petty Officer Dupre. Round out the senior team of outstanding young men and women. The Stanford High School Marching Band is comprised of over 50 student musicians. The band is led by drum majors Carlos Lopez and Jennifer Lopez, along with the wind captain Leroy Berja and percussion captain Ritvac Boca. The band is under the direction of assistant band director Willie Dumas and band director Brendan McAlco, and will be performing America. The Connecticut Army National Guard is made up of about 4,000 soldiers. Our citizen soldiers serve in communities all over the state part-time, 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year. When a natural disaster strikes, the Connecticut Army National Guard is there to clean up the mess and keep our state safe. All Guard soldiers enjoy 100% free tuition to Connecticut state colleges and universities for their commitment to serve our great state. National Guard, always ready, always there. On display is a World War II era Jeep. That's a Claude 50 we're seeing there.
Nice.
Toquon Magnet Elementary School and Newfield Elementary are marching together under the direction of their band director, Dr. Peter Hadley. They're performing an excerpt of the Caisson song by Edmund Louis Gruber, a tune that was honored the services of the United States Army since 1775. with Attorney General Willem Tong. Davenport Ridge Band and Cheer currently has 151 students between their 4th grade and 5th grade band. The band director, James Darling, writes the majority of the band's music. The lead drummer is Jordan Sky on snare, lead trumpeter is Magnus Smale, lead clarinet is Emily Iniguit, lead sax is Aaron Lucien, and lead flutist is Paula Hidalgo. The band is playing the song Moving Up. The Veterans of Foreign Wars Springdale Post number 9167 was locally founded in Stamford in November of 1947 by returning World War II veterans. The VFW fosters camaraderie among United States veterans of overseas conflicts, serves our veterans, the military, and our communities, and advocates on behalf of all veterans. They ensure that veterans are respected for their service, always receive their entitlements, and are recognized for the sacrifices they and their loved ones have made on behalf of this great country. Introducing the Westover Magnet School Marching Band. The band is coming to you from their temporary home at 1 Elmcroft Road. These 5th graders have been playing their instruments for 1 year and will be performing Let's Go Band, arranged by Andrew Balin. The Westover Band is directed by Teresa White. Next on display is the Vietnam-era ambulance, owner Tom Kipput. Up next are the Hoop Girls. Their motto is Hoop Girls Whirl the World. They're directed by Betty Kelly of Bodywise by Betty.
Can we cross the street? I think if we go right there to the corner, we can run across this one goes by. Okay. I'm gonna send you an email. Yeah. Kingston, we did a food drive. My fire will be able to help me with that.
Welcome to the Schofield Magnet Middle School Marching Band. Directed by Mrs. Rosemarie Soretta. The marching cadence is played by Maya Berry, Sidvik Boca, Matthew Cordozo, Aaron Crumpton, Sophie Litvornik, Nathan Marjoram, and Edwin Rodriguez. The band is performing The Thunderer by John Philip Sousa. Boy Scout Troop 15, and carrying the banner for the Jewish war veterans is Boy Scout Troop 15. The Fred Robbins Post 142 Jewish war veterans is comprised of citizens of the United States of America of the Jewish faith who have served in the wars of the U.S. The local Stamford Post is dedicated to the betterment of the community and established the annual Stamford Citizen Award of the Year. Here we have the military police. Korean Gun Jeep and Humvee. Humvee stands for High Mobility Multi-Purpose Wheeled Vehicle. Both vehicles are privately owned and took over 3 years to restore. Their owner says that finding the parts was the fun of the chase. Our thanks to Tri-State Military Vehicles for these impressive machines. Of course, we have the Harbor Trolley, helping our commuting Stamfordites get to where they need to go. Please welcome the Northeast and Still Meadow Elementary School Marching Bands, led by band director Darren J. Steck. They will be performing an original song composed by Mr. Steck titled Forward March. Members of the Northeast and Still Meadow Orchestras are showing their support by waving the red, white, and blue. All performers are 5th graders who have successfully completed band and orchestra with at least a B average. Appreciation of all veterans. The Rippewa Middle School Marching Band, directed by Amy Gibson and Brian Rizzi, is performing Some Nights by the group Fun, along with street beats from the percussion session. The U.S. Army is made up of the most dedicated, most respected soldiers in the world. These soldiers protect America's freedoms while serving at home and abroad, and they are always prepared to defend the nation in times of need. Here comes the Dolan Middle School Marching Band, led by director Mike Genovese. They are playing the Dolan Parade song, written by Mr. Genovese. support the Shriners Hospitals for Children and have been performing throughout the state of Connecticut since 1964, thrilling people of all ages. They are led by Parade Captain Bob Nash. The Turner River Middle School Band Program, directed by Blair Roberts, is represented by its 8th grade members and the Color Guard. The TOR Band and Guard is performing Crunch Time by James Swearinger. The TOR Color Guard would like to thank everyone in the community who supports their program. The Victors. Please welcome West Hill High School's Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps Battalion, also known as JROT. was activated in 1995 and has marched in every Stanford parade since. Over 1,800 cadets have trained with this unit. And they are followed by the West Hill High School Marching Band for 2019 under the direction of Mr. Michael Wyatt. The band consists of 65 highly dedicated performers and have won numerous state, regional, and national awards, including a national title for percussion last year and the New England Class 3 state championships and a score of 90 at nationals just 2 weeks ago. The ensemble is performing America. Fire Department's Truck 1. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to join us at 11 o'clock for the opening of the newly renovated Veterans Park.